Hello, students. Today I'll give you a brief description about the literary device symbol. Symbol is a literary device that contains several layers of meaning, often concealed at first sight, and is representative of several other aspects, concepts, or traits than those that are visible in the literal translation alone. Symbol is using an object or action that means something more than its literal meaning. For example, the phrase a new dawn does not talk only about the actual beginning of a new day, but it also signifies a new start, a fresh chance to begin. And at the same time, it also marks the end of a previous tiring time. A symbol is a setting, object, character, or even event in a story or a narrative that carries more than the literal meaning and therefore represents something significant to understand the meaning of a work of literature. In other words, symbols always have a literal, a concrete meaning, and a figurative or abstract meaning. Conventional symbols have a previously agreed upon meaning. Symbol is often used in literature to paint colorful scenes. It affords the writer's artistic expression that supersedes bland writing. Beyond that, symbolism also allows readers to visualize complex or difficult subjects. And if nothing else, it presents readers at the local book club with an opportunity to pick apart various lines of text, searching for hidden meaning. Symbol can be an object, person, situation, event, or action that has a deeper meaning in the overall context beyond a surface understanding. When used properly, it can enhance a piece of writing and provide further insight to the reader. Literature is ripe with symbolic elements. Let's glance through a few more examples of symbolism. In Elie Wiesel's novel Night, night is used throughout the book to symbolize death, darkness, and loss of faith. In Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, the letter A symbolizes adultery. In Lauren Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun, a plant on the windowsill symbolizes need and hope. Just like a plant needs the sun to grow, we have needs too. In Hansel and Gretel by Engelbert Humperdinck, bread symbolizes comfort and breadcrumbs symbolize the way home. Without question, we can say that poetry is a written form of art, and beautiful images are painted in the space of a few stanzas in poems. It won't surprise you to see that poets are huge fans of symbolism. It allows them to take in depth concepts and paint them in interesting terms that will hopefully spark the reader's imagination. For example, the poem The Rime of Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. In this poem, Coleridge talks about a bird, albatross. It's a large bird, a big one. Now, this bird is about to be hung around the neck of the protagonist. However, it is not merely some strange form of punishment, and the bird is not just a bird. Rather, it is a symbol of the terrible sin the protagonist committed when he killed the bird in the past. It's representative, actually, this entire event is a representation of the burden he must bear as a result of it, as an outcome of the sin which he committed. A symbol can be a physical object, a character, or an event. Now, I will be presenting a brief overview of how each type of symbol works. First of all, symbolism through physical objects. Most often, physical objects are used to symbolize an idea or concept as a way of pointing the reader towards some of the basic themes that a work is dealing with. For example, a poet might write a poem about a flower dancing in the wind in order to convey a sense of innocence, harmony with nature, or sheer happiness. Next is symbolism through characters. Sometimes characters themselves can serve as symbols of a particular virtue or vice or of a political ideology. For example, in Edmund Spenser's famous allegorical poem, The Fairy Queen, the female knight Britomart is a symbol of the values of chastity and restraint, traits which many 16th century readers held in high esteem. Next is symbolism through events. Events can also be symbolic. For example, while a character's long hair might symbolize a period of youth and innocence, at the same time, a scene in which the character chops off his or her long hair might symbolize a loss of innocence or the sacrifices people have to make in the process of becoming a mature adult with responsibilities. While the act of cutting off the hair is neither an object nor a character, but it would still be an example of symbolism through an event. So, to conclude, we can state that symbolism is a rhetorical device that's never going to go out of style. It allows writers to expose further truths as they pertain to their message or theme. It also allows them to embrace the beauty or the struggles of life in thoughtful and unique ways. Symbolism is arguably one of the strongest literary devices writers have. That's all for the brief description of symbol and symbolism. Thank you.